Hello, welcome to a new video. I hope that today you're happy and healthy and having a great day. I won't keep you too long. I just thought that I would talk to you for a few minutes about Izzy's cold feet actually. So last video I mentioned that people ask me all the time where I got ideas for each of my books. So I thought I'd give you a little bit of insight into Izzy's cold feet. So if you haven't read it yet, this is Izzy's Cold Feet. No spoilers, but she is a girl, Izzy, who's about to get married, and she really isn't sure about her fiance. She keeps thinking about the men she loved before she met him, so each of her ex-boyfriends. And as fate and creative license would have it, she bumps into each of them in the week leading up to her wedding, and she starts to ponder, is she with the right guy? Will one of the others actually the right one for her? So I think the thing that kind of sparked this idea for me with Izzy was that I read somewhere that people actually end up marrying the person that they're with when they're ready to get married. So you might go through a series of relationships, and typically, without wishing to be sexist, it might be the man isn't quite ready to commit. Whereas you get to a certain point in your life where you're ready to settle down, maybe you're thinking about having a family, and so you marry the person you're with when you're at the right age and the right stage of your life to be married and settle. And it occurred to me that doesn't sound very romantic. As a romantic novelist, I really wanted to explore that idea that maybe Izzy is ready to get married, but is she with the right guy? So I wanted to bring all those other guys back into her life and explore the idea of actually maybe it's not the right time. Maybe it wasn't the right time when she was with that person, but that doesn't mean the person wasn't right. So I hope that makes sense. I actually changed the ending. So when I was writing it, I had in my mind all along the guy that Izzy was going to end up with, and the characters, a bit like with Ellen, just took over, and I ended up changing the ending slightly from what I'd planned. So I quite often that happens to me. I write the book and things evolve as things go on, and it doesn't always stick to the plan that I'd planned, that I'd intended. So I hope that gives you a little bit more insight into Izzy's Cold Feet. If you haven't read it yet, then please check it out. If you have read it and you enjoyed it, please write a review. Just to remind you, the competition is still open, so you can win 4 of my paperbacks signed with whatever message you would like, and you can also win a £10 Amazon voucher. So to be in with a chance of winning, you need to sign up to my mailing list. So that's at sarahlouisesmith.com. No spamming, just occasional emails. Please tell your friends and spread the word about that. Now, lastly, I wanted to just tell you a little bit more about Unrequited Alice. So Alice is a girl who is in love with her friend's fiance, and she's about to be the chief bridesmaid or maid of honour at her friend's wedding, and the book starts at the hen weekend. She can't get the groom out of her head, and she actually goes on to meet someone else who's also in unrequited love with someone else, and they form a friendship and try to get each other through. So it's really very much a story about wanting what you can't have, and I hope that people will enjoy it. I'll start to share extracts and more information about it on my website and in future videos. It's out on the 16th of March. So thank you once again for everyone who tuned in, who follows me on Twitter or Facebook, who's going to go and sign up to my mailing list if you haven't already, and has bought the books. I appreciate the support so much, and I apologise if you can hear the bin men in the background there making some noise. Turn up at the time I don't need them, and I also forgot to put the bins out. Okay, have a great day. Thank you again for your support, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.